Amy. I'm an associate producer here at Discovery News, and I read all of your Facebook and Twitter comments. And then at the end of the week, I sit down here and we recap what really got our readers' attention. This week, our readers were very angry. But before we get to that, let's recap this week's science news headlines. You should probably bring a bottle of red wine with you into space. World War II air raids changed the weather. STDs are outsmarting science. Mozart could have used a little bit more vitamin D. And this turtle was tougher than the toughest dinosaurs. Most of the time when one of our stories gets a lot of comments on it, it's because you're angry about something. And this week, a lot of stories got a lot of comments, and it was because you were angry at just about everything. I think one of our readers, Graham, put it best when he said, "It's funny how a story about polar bears can spark racial slurs." And it didn't help that we reported on some controversial topics this week that really got our reader pot simmering. They included Osama bin Laden and evolution. So what exactly do I consider to be an angry comment? Well, sometimes your anger is directed at us, sometimes it's directed at the story, but generally it includes words like stupid, waste of time, dumb, why are we still talking about this? This isn't news, and shame on you, Discovery. But despite your obvious anger, there were a few up moments amidst all the downers. Dan and James referred to each other as sir throughout their entire debate. Boris invited Dan out for a beer to discuss evolution hand in hand. And at least Trudy got a kick out of the entire thing. She thought the comments were hilarious. So thanks to everyone who voiced their opinion this week, angry or otherwise. But remember for next time, please leave the polar bears and the racial slurs out of it. Finally, to end things on a positive note, the story you have to check out this week is this one. Snails eaten by birds survive in poo. So of course the headline speaks for itself, but you know I'm gonna give you the gory details anyway. Researchers in Japan found that between 14 and 16% of land snails actually survive a trip through a bird's digestive tract. And regardless of whether or not you believe in evolution, I think we can all agree that the snails here got dealt a bad hand. So that's it for this week. Be sure you're following us on Facebook and Twitter and that you're signed up for our Discovery Daily newsletter, which you can do on our website, discoverynews.com. Keep your comments coming. You know I read them, even the angry ones, and check back next week to see if I'm highlighting your comment.